welcome to my first ever study abroad video. I'm studying abroad in Florence, Italy this fall, and for our first weekend trip, me and my friends decided to go to the French Riviera. There was such good food, beautiful views, and just a lot of really fun memories made, and I'm really excited to document this part of my life. We were flying out of Rome FCO and took the train down from Florence, which had a little bit of stress and complications. However, we made it on the train, we made it onto our flight, and it was overall an okay travel day, especially for our first time really traveling in Europe alone.
Okay, then I forgot this like 50-pound backpack on my back, and so it like propelled me forward. I fell both ways. It was trying to regain my balance, but then I guess maybe like I overcompensated. Like grabbed on this guy over there was like trying to come help me. He was like, attenzione, attenzione. I actually thought you were gonna die for a second. Your laugh was very forced to like hide your embarrassment.
Anyways, when we arrived in Nice, we ate food right away. We went to Garden Cafe, where I got a mango and passion fruit smoothie and a delicious pistachio and berry French toast. Just the softest bread ever, and also kind of a Dubai chocolate dupe, but make it francophone. Anyways, after that, we walked to Plaga de Florida, which I thought was a funny reference to the United States, and I separated from John Don, Nejma, and Ashley to go check Camille in to our Airbnb. The walk back was so peaceful, and the reunion was so sweet since I haven't seen her in a month or so. We then Ubered to Plaga Coco Beach, and the bird's eye view from above was truly out of this world. I'm pausing this voiceover to describe how we got down to this beach. We ran into so many problems because we didn't know how to get down to the actual coast because it was also rocky, slightly dangerous. We ended up accidentally trespassing on the balcony of this very, very lavish and luxurious home, and we were about to give up because the gate was locked. But then these French men helped us hop over the side of a gate. In retrospect, it was very dangerous. We would have fallen at least 20 feet and possibly gotten seriously injured or passed away and died if we fell. All was well in the end. The Frenchmen were insanely helpful, held our bags, held our hand, very chivalrous, so thank you wherever you guys are. And I think it was really funny because at the end, when our friends came back and met up with us, we realized that there was a completely separate path just like 100, 200 feet away from us that we just did not realize. So we did that for nothing.
Bro, this is what they mean when they say dumb American. Yeah, literally.
Yeah, we went like that way. But the Frenchmen did it too.
True.
But yeah, if like genuinely, if we would have fallen, it would have been bad. So moving on, when we got to the actual beach, I just, oh my gosh, literally thinking about it right now, I just don't have any words to describe it other than beautiful, which my friends have been telling me I use a little bit too much. The sun was glistening on the blue and turquoise water, and the waves just crashed so softly against the jagged rocks. Some Frenchmen, other Frenchmen, even gave us grapes, which were washed in the ocean and seasoned with salt water, and it was so delicious. The sun was beginning to set, so we made our way to the actual exit this time and began our journey to Villefranche-sur-Mer. We quickly realized we could not walk up a hill for an hour though, so we got about halfway through by appreciating the architecture, picturesque views, before Ubering the rest of the way to Maesa Beach where we'd eat dinner. We ultimately finished our night with the most gorgeous view of the town. I ate delicious scallops and polenta and talked with my good friends about anything and everything. I'm back in Florence editing this video, and looking back on all of these memories, our second day on the French Riviera really felt like 3 days all in one. Camille, Ashley, and I started the morning with the train to Antibes, where we got a quick coffee and pastry, and then walked along a coastal path to get to Billionaire's Bay. It was supposed to rain later in the day, so it was super overcast during the walk. We also wore flip-flops, which I don't know why we did that, but here we are. But even with all of the complications, it was still so gorgeous. I could not fathom how blue the water was, even when the sun wasn't out. Also, I really understand why they call it Billionaire's Bay, because we caught glimpses of these homes, and wow, they were magnificent, like Architectural Digest Celebrity Home Tour magnificent. Oh, it's our house. It's our house. It's our vacation home. I can't lie, the actual bay itself was disappointing with the weather, and our feet really hurt from choosing the wrong choice of shoes. So we trained back to Nice after hanging out there for maybe 30 minutes to 40 minutes, and then we met up with John Don and Nejma and headed again on train to Monaco. Our first impression of Monaco was not knowing where the train station exit was and getting lost, but after that we took a few hours to simply walk throughout the country. The cars and boats were so lavish, and overall it was just a really good time talking with friends, taking taking photos, and also pretending like we owned a $5 million yacht. It was time for dinner, except every place in Monaco was insanely expensive, so we decided to get Steak and Shake. And it was so funny because John and Nejma didn't know that Steak and Shake was a fast food chain in the US, so they thought it was like this underground cheap burger place until midway through our meal. But high-key, they were onto something because that burger hit so hard. Best Steak and Shake experience that I've ever had in my life, and definitely the right decision. Lastly, we once again took another train back to Nice, routed for a little bit, and then Ashley and Camille and I set off to discover Old Nice. We went to a wine bar, explored the streets of the town, and then came back to prepare for a very early morning flight the next day. My first study abroad weekend trip is in the books. I have been anticipating these trips and this experience for about a year now, and it feels so surreal that it's happening. Even that I'm here in Florence editing this video, I truly cannot express how grateful I am for these opportunities and how excited I am to document them. So hopefully one day down the line, I can watch these videos back and get nostalgic and teary-eyed over what I can confidently say is one of the best periods of my entire life. See you in the next video.